let's get this on the road, shall we?
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Rayman for the PS1. Can I get a countdown?
3, 2, 1, go!
All right. So yeah, this is Rayman, a very colorful 2D platformer. We're starting out really slow. The only thing we can do is jump, and we can do a grimace as well, which I will show off later. Because you actually stand still while doing it, so it wastes time if I try to do it now. But I will do it every time I can. So yeah, we start off with just being able to jump. We will have 5 Batilla screens. Batilla is the fairy that will give us power-ups, one each time. The first power-up she gives us is the punching ability. But yeah, for now, all I'm doing is holding right and jumping at the right times. So not much yet, but there's a lot of cool tricks like that one right there. I made sure I jumped on the plum, because if I don't, then the piranhas are annoying. There is a thing called vine boosting. You can do it there, but then the piranha that comes from the water will hit you. So the fastest way to move there is to walk on the plum, so you can skip hanging on that vine there. But for all the other vines I grab onto, I try to do a vine boost, which is basically just holding jump right before you grab it, so you jump off of it as quick as you can. Yeah, that was Batilla. Now we have the punching ability, and now we have to get cages. Now, we have to get 102 cages to actually unlock the final world. You have to get these cages. You cannot go there without getting all the cages, so that's why we do that. You don't have to kill all the bosses. We actually skip one boss, and we're still able to go to the final world, so it doesn't track the bosses you've killed. Alright, here we're gonna jump as late as we can, so we jump over that hammer there. And then we get another cage. Now, I only have 3 out of 6, and I'm done with the level now. The reason for that is because there is cages that I cannot get yet. Basically, I need certain power-ups to get the other cages. Or sometimes when I skip them, it's because it's slower to pick them up now. Because like 40 minutes into the run, we will get the running ability, and it's quicker than to pick them up then. So that's why I'm skipping. I'm skipping like 3 on this level as well. Alright, so next level, next screen, actually, there is a boss called Bizit. It's a cute mosquito. Later on, there is another boss like it with the same mechanics. I'll explain it in a bit. First, we need to drop down here. Alright, so he spawns at the right side of the screen. And then I'm gonna try and hit him as much to the top and the middle as possible, like that. Gonna do that twice. The less sound he makes, the better. Now, the reason I want to hit him as much to the top and the middle as possible is because as soon as I do hit him, he moves there. So the closer he's at that spot, the less time he will, he will make it to get there. So it's quicker. And then he comes from the left side of the screen. And then it's best to hit him like slightly to the right of the left of the screen, because that's the fastest path for him to move to the top middle, because he does move diagonally. Alright, so this is an autoscroller. The only autoscroller we can actually optimize, because at certain parts Oh, I actually forgot to get a life here. Anyway, at certain points of the screen will become slower and faster. And it's better to hug the left side of the screen, for example, when the screen is about to go slower, because then the screen starts moving slower later, like that. If I was at the right side of the screen there, the screen would have gotten slower quicker, so... Alright, so here the screen starts moving faster again, so I hug the right side of the screen. And then here, one more boost, there we go, and then all the way back to the left, because the screen is gonna go slower again. And then all the way back to the right, so it's gonna go faster again. Now, that didn't seem like that much, but it does save like 5 to 6 seconds in total. So that's pretty nice for just an optimization. Now here we're gonna move slightly back to the left and then to the right again. Because if I would hug the screen to the right there, I would have to wait for the screen to catch up to actually hit the end sign. So that's why I waited a bit. Now we get the hanging ability. We weren't able to hang before this, but now we can. Alright. Onto another auto-scroller in the next level. Although on the world map you can see I can actually go to 2 paths right now. I can go to Bongo Hills, which is to the right, or I can go upwards to Swamps, which I'm gonna do. Reason for that is because I will get a power-up after this level. The level after this level, I will get another power-up that is a requirement to get further into the run. And I'm basically trying to get to the running ability as fast as I can right now. So that's why I have to go this path first. Now, like 3-4 years ago, we used to go to Bongo Hills first. That's because we didn't know a way to get all the cages on the first run through in Bongo Hills yet, which we do now. Which involves a really cool trick called speed locking, which makes us able to get a cage earlier than normal. But we'll get to that later. Yeah, right now our Grimace is replaced by planting seeds. We actually got a seed from Terezan, is his name. We got it because he had his loincloth stuck on a tree. We punched it off, and in return he gave us a seed. That's only usable on this screen, so as soon as we go to the next screen, it will go away. Right now we're just gonna spam jump to get up there fast as possible. This next screen is actually the hardest screen of the first 10 minutes of the game. It's pretty technical. We're gonna start off by punching these guys, trying to hold right the whole time. Now we're gonna do a damage boost. But first we punch the plum to the right, then we turn to the left so we get damage boosted to the right. And now we can get the cage early because the trigger to spawn this cage is when we go there, where we just went. Alright, that seems good. And then we do a camera optimization there. Well, sort of. By punching the plum earlier than normal. And then we jump on it. That was a good screen. Nice. It's easy to screw up there. Now we're gonna hold right and jump. Because then we jump the fastest possible. And then we like spam jump and left and right to get up that vine faster. Now we're gonna do punch the plum from the left side so it pushes the plum and it goes faster. And then jump on this flower. This thing I just passed is a magician. There is a lot of magicians. There's like bonus levels. They require things though, which is the blue thing you see at the right side, right top of the screen. If you have 100, you get a life. And you need to give a certain amount of things to go into bonus levels. And if you complete the bonus level correctly and in time, because they are timed, you get a life, but we don't use that in the speedrun. Alright, Mosquito's Nest. Let's see. Starts off slow with just riding a plum. And there's gonna be a pretty cool trick coming up. Saves like 4 or 5 seconds. We name it Plum Skip 2.0. Which is a pretty weird name, probably. There used to be this thing called Plum Skip. It's also in this screen, but we don't have to do that anymore. I'll explain it later when I'm there. And then we found this trick here, and that's why it's called Plum Skip 2.0. I don't know. We have weird names for trick names. Alright, so I'm gonna punch this plum, and then punch it again there. And then at the end, jump. So I manipulate the plum, bouncing again just before reaching the water. And then I can reach that platform next to the hunter. What you're supposed to do is punch the plum in the water and then, you know, take it easy. Also, that enemy there, that's the only appearance in the whole game. That enemy is there. And yeah, all we have to do is punch the lips and then he just falls down. You can't kill it though, he will come back. Alright, so now another optimization here, it's called early cycles. Let's see if I can do it. Saves 8 seconds if done correctly. Alright, looks good. Got it, nice. It's actually pretty easy to screw up. It didn't even seem that hard, but trust me, it is. Basically, you have to jump at certain points for the camera to, you know, not screw up the cycles of the platforms. If I would jump earlier at some points, the cycles would have been off. All right, there is a thing called camera optimization here. I'm gonna turn left and then right as soon as the screen has caught up to make this cycle right here. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have made that cycle. All right, and a really cool trick at the end. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Gonna manipulate the plum here. And hopefully get the cage in a cool way. I don't know if that's gonna work. All right, nice. See, now I can actually jump through here, saving, like, you know, frames. But it looks really cool. All right. Decent so far. Another auto-scroller. No way to speed this one up, though. So, yeah. Well, we could technically, by hugging the right side of the screen, just to hit the end sign a little bit faster than if you would be in the middle of the screen. But outside of that, no optimizations here. After this screen, there is going to be another boss fight, similar to the Bizet fight from earlier. Same mechanics. He's going to move to the top middle again as soon as we hit him. But there's some more to it this time, though. Now, I like to take this part a little bit safe by jumping to the left and then on the right. And it's really easy. Now, if we fine boost here too fast, you can actually go too fast for the screen, and you can kill yourself by going too fast. So you need to make sure to not hug the right side of the screen just before the vine section. All right. This is just a really short screen, and then we'll get to the boss. All right, not bad. So yeah, just like I said, I'm gonna hit him to the top and the right. So he moves there. Now he comes from the left side. The patterns are always the same, by the way. He comes from the right there, and now he comes from the top. So I'm gonna hit him at the top and the middle, and then all the way back to the left of the screen, because he's gonna come from there. And as soon as he is above us, he will actually drop the fruit. So we want to make him drop the fruit as soon as we can, because after that he moves faster. Right, now I'm actually gonna not hit him. It's gonna end up saving 2 seconds, because the cycles are gonna be different then, and he's gonna stay on the screen after the next hit. So if I did all hits and I do the next hit, he would have went on with a different animation. But now, since I skipped the hit, he will stay on the screen and I can hit him again. And in total, that saves 2 seconds. Lots of small optimizations in this game. And yeah, for these hits, you want to hit him around when he's here, because that's the fastest way for him to move up. A little bit closer to the right side of the screen on the ones where he's on the ground. And now for the last hit, it doesn't really matter where I hit him. As the quicker you hit him, the better, because he just moves straight up instead of diagonally to the top and the middle. So I can hit him when he's like almost off screen still. And that's the forest. Onto Bandland. But first, another Batilla. Now, this is the power-up we wanted, because we needed to get past Twilight Gulch, which is in like 3 levels from now. So now we can actually punch rings, which introduces us to speed locking. What I did right there. You saw I got a lot of speed. Basically, all you do is hold up and you jump off the ring, and then it locks the speed you have. So every time you are holding up or down, you lock the speed you have. So if you have a lot of speed and you hold up, you lock that speed and you go really fast. And we can abuse that in 3 levels from now, or 3 screens from now, rather. Also, that was a trick as well. Oh, this is a trick as well. Okay, thank you. By fist boosting there, which is called, which is only possible on slippery platforms like this, we can actually reach that platform right there without, oh god, okay. We can actually reach that platform, because if we would just run off, we wouldn't make it. Well, we would hang, but we want the speed right here. Yeah, I was really scared there because I get like a really high jump a lot of times, and I wanted to not do that, but then I jumped too low. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. Never happened before though. Literally never happened before. Yep. Alright, here we're gonna do a little jump. That's intended because then the anti-tune, which is like the little bugs, like the blue bugs, he wouldn't charge at you. So if I didn't jump, he would have charged at me. Here's a cool trick found by the tasters. If you haven't checked out the tasks of this game, just do it, because it looks amazing. Basically, I'm using invincibility frames there to be able to jump through those spiky balls, the blue ones. I get hit by the first spikes by running off the cloud, and then I use those invincibility frames to jump through the spikes. I will do it again later into this level. Now, this is a really cool screen as well, if I can do it perfectly. Let's see. There's this thing called the zip, where you can zip through the walls. Alright, that looks good. I have to jump on the rocket and the wall at the same time, and then that happens. As long as I hold down, I can clip through. And now, okay, perfect, sick. This is called Taz Balls. Basically, if you... it's basically how the Taz does it. Just not get hit at all by the balls. Like, it's a really cool strat. Scrimpy, which is a taster of the game, he found out, like, the way to do it the best, so... And that was the way, like, really cool. How you can drop down there. And this is another zip right here. So yeah, again, we jump on the rocket and the platform at the same time, and then we just hold down and we zip through all the way up, saving like 16 seconds. And now up next is that the cage we should normally not be able to get on the first playthrough, but because of speed locking we can. All we need is one fast fist. Well, you can do it with slow fist as well, actually. And then we just hold up and we can get to the cage right here. Or yeah, if we actually grab the ring, there we go. So this cage would normally only be possible to get if you have the helicopter ability, which we get in the level after this. But we don't need it. And then another trick on the next screen, which uses invincibility frames again. You can actually jump over these anti-tunes if you jump as late as possible, but it's really risky, and if you get hit, chances are you just fall in the pit and die and have to do all the screen again, so doing a little punch there to kill them is much safer. Even in normal runs, I don't do that jump anymore. Alright, so here we're gonna jump on these chocolate balls and then jump over. And here's the grimace I was talking about earlier. You should watch the Japanese version of this game and do the grimace. It sounds really cute. Alright, we're gonna get hit here, and then we're gonna jump through. And then we can get to this cage really easily. And then we're gonna suicide, because it's quicker. It's quicker to go back that way. And now there is this long auto-scroller with one annoying anti-tune flying towards you, because the game is evil. This game is very hard casually. This guy. Killed it. Alright. Gonna try and jump on this platform as soon as I can. Oh yeah, the photographers are the checkpoints of the game, by the way. Just before I did the Tazball strat, I made the photographer take a photo of me as well for the checkpoint, because I would die afterwards. And it's quicker to die than to go all the way up the balls again. Yeah. You're on to me. Alright, so I have 3 HP. I will use one more in a little bit, and then another one. So yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, strategically putting your health sometimes in this game. Alright, if you time your punch just before hitting the ground, you still get like max distance. And you can actually get that cage in a cool way. If you move more to the left, Hunter spawns to the right. So we want to get it from as far as right as possible. Alright, so now we have 2 HP, and now we have 1 more HP we can use by doing this damage boost right here. We turn to the left, so we get damage boosted to the right. And then there's a convenient P here in a little bit, which sets us back to 5 HP. Every time you die, you have 3 HP until you grab a P again. Also, about the fists, there is actually a gold fist and a white fist. The difference between that is with a white fist and you stand still, unless you charge, you don't kill cages or certain enemies with one punch. If you start charging your fists, then you do as much damage as a gold fist does while standing still. So a gold fist does more damage. Or you could jump and then punch, and then you get the damage as well, regardless of having a white fist or not. Oh, I'm actually... Okay, let's see if we can do this. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I wasn't ready for it. There's a really hard clip there. It screws up a lot of runs. It saves 16 seconds. I wasn't ready for it, though. It's really cool if you can get it. It's really hard. Clipping is already pretty hard, but this one is especially harder because normally every platform, every horizontal platform that meets a diagonal platform, you can do the clip on. But on that particular point, you can only do it at one certain spot. So yeah, it's pretty damn hard. But yeah, I would have only tried it once anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. There's another clip here, though. This one is way easier. There we go. All you have to do is press jump at the right time, which is like just before landing on that platform, and then you just clip through. Unless you go way too fast, then you don't. There's another clip here you could do, but only worth it if you get the first clip in the first level. Oh, I screwed up trumpets. Damn. The reason for that is because if you get that first clip in the first screen, you miss out a lot of things. And we want to set up our HP in a certain way. So doing that clip, if you didn't do the first clip, that would set up our HP really badly for the next levels. Because that P I got in Bongo Hills on the last screen of the previous level, that's the only P you can get on the speedrun route here. So there is no P on this level here. Also here I jumped to the right without actually jumping on that platform because a cage spawns when you jump to the right here. But you can make it back and still spawn the cage. Because if you jump on those small platforms, they will actually drop down and you have to wait until they respawn. So that's why we do like this fake jump to the right. And here if I'm fast enough, I can reach that ball. Alright. And then if we start moving to the right here, we can get a little momentum thing. Which is pretty cool, which I got as well. There's a really hard trick here that I won't do. It saves like 2-3 seconds and it's just not worth it in a marathon. It's basically like keeping your momentum on those little platforms. Pretty risky. Here's another fist boosts. You go way faster if you charge your fist on slippery platforms. And another one here, which makes this section really easy. And then we spawn the end sign by doing a jump to the left there. Because normally you're supposed to jump on the top platform, then the cloud spawns. And then you jump on the cloud and then you spawn the end sign. But we can just spawn the end sign like that. And then a cool little trick here, where you can just jump through, saving like 10. And then another fizz boosts. And then we can maintain this momentum if we jump at the right times. Alright, got it. And then we turn to the left to jump over this guy. Because if you are turned to the right and you try jumping over that guy, it doesn't work. Also say hi to Mr. Sex and say bye to Mr. Sex. Because this is normally a boss, but we're gonna skip him. The reason we can skip him is because he is on the second screen of his level. And all the cages are on the first screen, and since only the cages are important, we can just get all the cages, then die, and then use the end sign out. There is an end sign on every first screen of every level. If you're on the second screen of the level, you cannot use the end sign because it's not there anymore. But yeah, we're gonna use that in the revisits as well, which is after we get the running ability. We're gonna be able to get all the cages and then just use the end sign to get back out. It's pretty cool as well because if you have, like, oh, I didn't even say that there is multiple stages. Each time you grab a speed fist, it actually, if you start off with a normal slow fist, there is 3 stages to it. So if you grab 3 speed fists, then you have the fastest fist and the one that gets the furthest. So if you then hit an end, like if you, okay, let's start from scratch. If you enter a level with a slow fist and you grab 3 speed fists in that screen and then use the end sign out, you have the fist again that you entered the level with. But if you use the normal end sign to the right of the screen, then you maintain the speed fist you got. But if you use the end sign back out, then the fist resets back to the position that you had before entering the screen. And we will actually use that later on, because we will be doing a dead abuse, and then we will be exiting the level and going back in to get back our speed fists. This is another speed lock. It also works on damage boosts. We just hold up or down, jumping into this guy, and then we get a lot of speed from it. And we're gonna do that again right here into a really cool trick. So I overshoot this, time this, and then we go all the way here, which is pretty cool. Oh no! Okay, saved it. Damn, that was really close. Oh god, that would have been really bad. Yeah, the longer you press X, which is a jump button, the higher you jump. And if you do high jumps all the time, you will get hit by the hunter. So you don't want to do that. And yeah, I did a too tap of a jump, like a too low jump. Also, here's a cool way, like we get damage boosted to the right. During the invincibility frames, we hold down on the hunter, and then we die instantly, and we don't get that animation that you normally get, saving half a second each time you hold down while dying. Found by Gleckham, by the way. Alright, another pretty cool fist boost strat here. Basically, there is actually 2 end signs on this screen, but if we drop down here, there is an end sign right here. There is another end sign all the way to the right of the screen, which is slow. We prefer this one. We just do a drop down and then catch the rings. Alright. Now we're actually gonna spawn a cloud by going here, taking the P, and then this cloud is up, because there is a cage up here. There's very weird triggers in this game. Little damage boost here. And then this really weird 3-second auto-scroller for no reason in a little bit. And another damage boost here. It's risky, but there's a P right there, so pretty nicely put there by the game. You can make that cloud cycle, but it doesn't really waste much time if you don't. This is all just cycles, knowing when to jump. Here we go. Alright, so take a look at my HP again, by the way. I have 5 now. I'm gonna use 1 right here. Another one right here to get to this section. Now I have 3 left, and I'm gonna use 2 more, and then I'm gonna grab another P. So the health setup is really nice here. We can use 1 more damage boost right at the top of here to get past this section a little bit faster. And then we're gonna use 1 more for this trick here. This saves 1 second and is pretty risky, but it's pretty easy as well, so I'd always go for it. So now we have 1 HP. Now we have 3 HP. Back to 2 HP. Now we're gonna get the photographer here. And now we're gonna try and hit a visual cue here and get a really cool last... I missed it. So I would have gotten 1 HP there because of the lava ball. And then after getting this cage, I would have died instantly on this cloud. To set me back to the photographer, which is faster. Found by ENSG Master, the stat abuse. Old school runner of this game. Alright, every time you see me doing a helicopter before jumping on a cloud, it's because then after that it gives me max height. The jump after that will be max height, which is a really nice trick. Like that. Small helicopter beforehand, and then it gives me max height and makes it really easy to jump on it. Another, yeah, risky part there is doing 2 damage boosts, but we got it. That's all that matters. Now we have 1 HP, and there is a convenient P in the next level again, so that's pretty nice. It was Hard Rocks. Alright, remember the first few minutes I said there's a running ability coming up, 40 minutes? Well, after this level, it's finally there. First, we have to get the guitar out of this boulder. And in return, he gives us a magic potion that makes us able to helicopter forever. But it only works in the first screen. Now, we can also do a trick here called speed locking on it. Let's first get the speed here. And then we turn here to get a damage boost there. Because hovering upwards, you need to spam X to do that, and it's really slow. So just running up there while the damage boost is way faster. Alright, so basically if you hover to the right, there is always a few frames where you move the fastest. And if you hold up on that frame or down, you will keep that momentum. So we try to do that at all times, whenever we can. We will use that later on as well to skip a cycle, which saves like 2-3 seconds. So here I'm gonna try to do it again. There we go, got it. And then jump down. Get this gauge. And then I'm gonna try to do it one more time. After the set right here. And got it, nice. Alright, decent screen. Now we're gonna cut some ropes with our helicopter hair, which is pretty cool. Doesn't matter how fast you do it, as long as you don't do it too slow, because there's water at the bottom. So if you're too slow, you will get this rope will catch up to the water and you will die. But it doesn't matter how fast you do it, the water keeps moving as fast. It doesn't speed up after you've cut the ropes. And it doesn't matter how long I stay at the top either. I need to wait here anyway. Can try to get down faster though, like right there. The visual water on the screen doesn't actually kill you. Pretty cool trick here what you can do. Also found by the tasters, and only works when you have a slow fist. Now, because of that dead abuse in the previous level, we lost our speed fist and we then have a slow fist, and that makes us able to do this trick. So it's really nicely set up there. So if we had a fast fist there, we wouldn't be able to do that trick, and it saves a few seconds. And it looks really cool. Because the fist doesn't only do damage when you punch, also when it comes back to you, it still does damage. Unless you hit a wall. If you hit a wall, the fist doesn't do any more damage after it hits the wall. Alright, these are just 2 really long outer scrollers that you cannot speed up. You can hold up though after doing these damage boosts right here. Hold up and then the screen moves up a little bit faster. For some reason. Also, if you die here, you need to do both auto-scrollers again. And you can actually skip that disappearing cloud there if you jump far enough from the right side of the platform. Alright, we're gonna punch this golem, and then he's gonna move to the left. As long as we hit him really late, he will do that. If you have a fast fist, you need to actually pause for a second. And then he will move to the left, and it's gonna be easy to jump over him. Because killing a golem actually takes quite a long time. Also, I just lost my hearing in the left ear, by the way. I can only hear through my right ear right now. Maybe. Maybe my ear is just broken. Maybe it's the battery. Oh, we're back. I don't know what you did, but thanks. Alright, pretty cool trick you can do here is by fizz boosting. We can actually... Normally, there's supposed to be a lava ball on all four the small platforms. But because we do that fizz boost, we can actually get enough speed and height. Oh, I lost my left ear again. But yeah, because we get a lot of speed, we can actually jump over the triggers. And another one right here. Oh, that was close. Alright. Take a look at my HP again, by the way. I have 4 HP right now. I'm gonna hit the middle thing here. 3 HP. Gonna hit it one more time. Oh yeah, you can do these extra hits, which looks harder than it is. It's really easy. All you do is jump against it and then hold X, hold jump. Now we're gonna do a latest possible punch here. And then wait a little bit there as well. Because if we try to hit it too fast, then it doesn't work. And now we're gonna try and jump on the boulder while it's in air like that. And then jump off of it to get another hit in. Because if we're not high enough, we cannot hit it. Like you see now, you need to be high enough. And every time you do hit it, there's a certain amount of time before you can hit it again. Even if you hit it all the way at the top. Alright, one more damage boost hit right there, and that's Mr. Stone. And this is the Grimace, and as soon as this fight's over and I get to the Batilla screen, the Grimace won't be usable anymore at all. It will be replaced by the running ability. So right now, this is also the last Batilla. We will get the running ability, and the speedrun can start. So now we're gonna clean up all the cages we skipped or missed. Basically just finishing the whole left side of the world map. We're gonna start off by jumping over this end sign here. And then doing a damage boost there to make it all the way past this whole section. And then that cage, you can only get that one while jumping up with a slow fist as well. You cannot get that with a fast fist, so it's another convenient place to have a slow fist in. That's okay. I had an extra health anyway. I will get more health here. And now I'm gonna have 1 HP again in a little bit. Tricky jump here if you do this casually, but if you know where to jump and when to hover, it's not that hard anymore. Also, that was an example of punching a cage and not actually killing it for the first time, because I was standing still and I want to do it while I'm in the air. Now we're gonna do a dead abuse and then hit the end sign here, and then going to Gong Heights right here. Oh. My hearing is back. I can hear again. Yeah. Alright, the reason we go to Gong Heights first and not finish up the forest is because of a thing called speed storage, which is hard to explain. It's easier to do it than to explain it, basically. The way speed storage works... Well, I'll actually explain it in the next screen, because that's an autoscroller. And this screen can be a little bit technical, because it has a lot of cycles. Hovering before hitting a cloud again to get the max height. And we want to have a specific cycle here as well. Jump over this, in between there, up that, and then jump off of that. Alright. Alright, so, speed storage. You see me running on normal platforms, and any time I have more speed than that... Oh god, that was actually close. Any speed I have more than normal run speed, I can actually store that by doing a running jump off of an event. And an event is any other platform that is not a normal platform and that you cannot hang on. So clouds, for example, and those little platforms that disappear, plums as well. I will set it up at the end of the next level before I die, because yes, it also carries over after you've died and on the world map as well. And then I will jump on a plum and do a run jump of the last few pixels, because it's not pixel perfect. You have a few frames to jump. And then we use the speed we originally set up. It might be confusing, but I'll try to explain it more when I actually do it. So anytime I swing off of a ring or jump off a slippery platform that gives me more speed than normal run speed, I can set up. Also, this trick is pretty damn hard. Let's see if we can get it. Damn. Alright, second try. I'm okay with that. It's basically a route change. We used to do a different route, but this one is... for me, it's more fun to do. And it saves time, so you know. But to do this route, we actually need to do a clip here. But this clip shouldn't be that hard. Oh, I almost got the first try. Okay, second try. The way that clip works is just like the Allegro clip in the start. Also a nude strat here. Okay, didn't get it. Someone found like Scrimpy was it? He found another way to clip in this game is by holding up and then spamming crawl, and then you can also get the clip. And for those clips that I just did, where you have like almost no time to set it up and can only try it once, for me it's more consistent to try it that way. That's another first try clip, by the way. But yeah, as you can see, there was a lot of platforms, horizontal ones meeting diagonal ones, so you could literally just spam down and left, and eventually you'll get through. But yeah, the way a clip works is... Wait, let me just get this first. I didn't get it, damn. The way a clip works is, yeah, where it meets the horizontal and the diagonal platform, you need to press down, but the frame before that needs to be, right or left. Also, I did that to set up my speed storage. Normally, I would set it up on the slippery platform before those symbols, but since I failed jumping off of them, I need to set it up on the rings. And now I will use it in this level. But I cannot do a running jump until I'm on an event, so I have to slow down and do a normal jump on that plum, and then I can use that speed. You saw I got like a ridiculous speed jumping off that plum. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, we did it, so that's all that matters. Now we hold up, hold down again to die faster. And now we're gonna clean up all the levels. Gonna be hitting the end sign on this level as well. This is a cool strat where we get the cage from behind him, then use this damage boost to get on that platform earlier. Because if we wouldn't be able to get that cage like I just did, you would have to wait until that hammer. Also, I'm doing the old strat here. I'm supposed to jump off the left side of the tree and then get the cage, but I don't know why I didn't do it. Doesn't save that much though. Alright, pink Plantwoods, and then we're moving to Picture City. Picture City is usually where the run will get much harder. Also, one more convenient HP right there. You can jump over that hunter, but it doesn't always work. It's pretty hard to do it. But yeah. Also, I jumped over that P beforehand because I'm gonna do a dead abuse in the next level. And there is no pit I can jump in to instantly die. So it's better to skip that P. So I only have to get hit 3 times to die, as opposed to getting hit 5 times. Alright, so since there is no end sign on the second or the third screen, I actually have to beat this level. But I would do that anyway because of how the speed fists work. Like I explained earlier, that if you hit the end sign, you reset your fist. But this time we do not want that. So right now we have we picked up 2 speed fists, one in Gong Heights and one in Pinkland, which just now, the level I just did. So I have a stage 2 fist right now. And that's the one I want on the third screen of this level, because then we can reach a cage that is normally unreachable and unintended. So there's going to be a dead abuse at the top, and then we're actually going to exit the level and re-enter to get back to that stage 2 fist, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to reach the cage. So this cage right here, as you can see, 1 HP, very conveniently, instantly dying here. And then going out of the level and back in to get that fast fist again. Now, the tricky part is that I cannot die anymore now until I'm on the third screen. And this screen is actually pretty hard. There is quite some cycles and a quick cycle as well, right here. If I can go here fast. Alright, if I jump here and then jump there, got it, nice. That didn't seem hard, but it's pretty hard. It saves 2 seconds. Not having to wait for the pencil cycles. Okay, one more tricky part. Alright, we got it. Now we got the cage. And now it's easy from here. So yeah, you can see how dying on this screen is actually pretty easy to do. Alright, perfect screen. Now the second screen is really easy, and then yeah, we use the speed fists on the third screen. Gonna jump up here to spawn this fairy because we need to be small Rayman. And now if we're fast enough, we can reach this cycle right here. But it's really not that hard. There we go. Speed lock here. Didn't have it that... Yeah, I need to wait here as well. I had a really shitty speed lock. If you have bad speed and then you hold up, you still have bad speed, so... Alright, so... We have the fist to get this next cage, but it's still 50% chance whether we'll get it or not. Well, technically it's not random, but... Oh, damn, that sucks actually. It's not random, but I need to hit it on an odd frame. And since we are not robots, we cannot actually line it up. But thankfully I got it second try, which is nice. Sometimes it can take up to like 7 tries. Because hitting it on an odd frame, you know, it's literally 50% chance for humans. Also a pretty cool trick here. We're gonna do a damage boost. And then we're gonna jump on this sharpener, hover late, and then do another damage boost there to get past that section a little bit faster. And if we time our jump, it's pretty hard to time because you're going so fast. You can hit that early. And that's all the cages. Now we do need to go back because we need to be small Rayman to get past the level from here. Doing one more damage boost. The reason for that is I don't want to take any more damage now. Because of the way the boss works, we can do extra hits on her, which are unintended, by using 1 HP. Now, the last one will potentially softlock the game, but I'm just gonna go for it. It's not gonna happen. I did actually softlock in ESA Germany, but it's not gonna happen now. It's not gonna happen. Alright, on to the boss. That was a really good Eraser Planes, by the way. Second try on the 50-50 cage, but outside of that, it was really good. Yeah, the quicker you spam this button, the more you do that. While waiting, you know? Alright, first I have to kill these pirates. Then we're gonna hope for... Oh yeah, the only real RNG in the game is coming up right here. These bombs are thrown with real RNG. Oh! That's the only real RNG in this game. And he had good RNG, so... Alright, so I jump on these knives. And now for the next 2 hits, he throws them up, all the way up. And I'm normally not able to hit her, but what I can do is jump into her and then hit her anyway, because I get pushed up high enough to hit her. Now, if we do all the damage boost hits, it sets up our HP really nicely as well, because we will be doing another dead abuse on the next level on the first screen as well. And having 1 HP is very quick to die. Also, this hitbox is weird. On PC, the PC version, it actually does hit you if you do that. Alright, so now I will not softlock. And before I do, no, I won't. There we go, did it. Didn't softlock the game. It's pretty risky if you think about it, you know, it saves 12 seconds in a marathon run, which can potentially softlock the game and, you know, you're screwed. You cannot get out of it, but it's worth it. Right? Right? I did it anyway. Alright, so this is the oh, okay, no. Alright. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna die anymore because it's not quick with 3 HP. Damn, that actually never happened before either. But now I can do that and fail it. Alright. I didn't say anything. All the time I gained from the softlock hit is now gone. Yeah, so it was worth it to do the softlock hit anyway, because this would happen. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay. So yeah, now we're on 0 lives. Potentially dying on this stupid pencil here, which happened to me a lot of times already. Even if I hit it low enough, it will still not register the ring for some reason, but didn't get screwed over now. It's good. Alright, so there is another way to preserve your momentum, is by, as soon as you hit the ground, is by doing another jump while holding up. And then you can preserve that momentum. Didn't get it. And then you can get a jump all the way to this end sign, which saves like 2-3 seconds. It's really hard to do though. And it's called the easy jump. Because, you know, it's easy. Alright. Getting this P here, even though it wasn't necessary. But normally, it's necessary. He didn't die where I did. Gonna set myself up here. Weird hitbox. And now there is this other place where being able to do speed locking will save time. If I can set it up, there we go. Nice. You only have like 1 or 2 tries to set it up quick enough, and then you can go all the way here without losing any time, because otherwise you need to wait for cycles. And now, if you jump against the wall and you go back to the left, it resets your momentum. So if I jump against the wall, like where I just did, then I can actually make it all the way back to the left without getting hit by the spikes. Now there is this really pretty hard cycle you can get here is if you don't get hit by this anti-tune. And I'll be pretty close to it. Ah, that was really close. So yeah, if you're just a little bit faster, you can make it without getting hit. This is also a really hard part casually. All the bouncy platforms and the spikes. Also a really evil cage placement. Like, you're almost at the end sign and then the cage spawns. So everyone probably missed this cage when playing it casual. Also, now I need to do 3 inputs right after each other. And if I mess it up, I will bounce all the way to the top of the screen. Got it. Nice. You need to press down, then straight away right, and then helicopter. And that can be pretty hard to do. But we got it. Now we need to make sure to just walk off here, because otherwise we will get too much speed and we will hit the pencils. One more cage here. Now we could go back to the right, but we could also go to the left here and do this section again, which is faster. Oh, wow. Why did I do that? I don't think I can make it now. Oh, God. God. I didn't take the checkpoint either. Yeah, that's bad. I don't know why I started hovering. That was dumb. Alright, now we have to do this again. Alright, nice. Only in marathons. There's no reason to start hovering early there. Back to 0 lives now, which is great. This is the leap of faith. It's much faster because there's like this maze up here. That's you're supposed to go there, but if you just do a jump and a helicopter, you can skip all that. Alright, Space Mama. Pretty much the hardest level to do perfect. A lot of tricks you can do here. A lot of ways to screw it up. First screen isn't that hard. There's only I also have a slow fist, which is not ideal for the next screen trick. It used to be the hardest skip in the game on the next screen, but not anymore. There's harder stuff now. Yeah, basically, if you punch and then hover, you can punch again after the hover. But if you hover and then punch, you cannot hover anymore. So what we want to do here is punch off, then hover, and then punch again for the cage. There we go. Alright, I'll try the next trick once, but with a slow fist, it's really hard. It saves 8 seconds if you get it first try. We're basically gonna use a big tether, which is like the sparkles if you grab a ring. We're gonna make a really big tether and then try to get all the way on the top here. Yeah, and then we can reach that, but with a slow fist it's much harder. So I'll only try it once. Alright, another pretty cool trick here coming up. If we jump here and there, you can jump over that with all the speed. It's pretty hard to do as well. And then we can actually squeeze in between there, because there is another cage at the bottom here. Still on 0 lives. If I die now, I will have a game over screen. There is still a continue though, but it will lose a lot of time. Also, here is another instance of speed locking. Right now, I got more speed than run speed by going off the slippery platform. And I can use that on this sharpener here. Right there. And then I can reach this cycle first try. There we go. 1 life. Next screen is the boss. Another helicopter, by the way, on the clouds to jump as high as I can. And now this strat that saves 4 seconds that I don't do, because it's too hard for me. You can already jump on the sharpener there instead of waiting now. It's pretty hard though, because if you mess it up, you die and you have to do the whole screen again. Little skip there by waiting and grabbing that ring as soon as it spawns, instead of going back down and then grabbing it. Alright. Space Mama time. You can actually get multiple hits here as well, which are unintended, by using her iframes. Basically, after the first 4 hits, if she drops down, we're gonna hit her, and then we're gonna turn her around. So she's longer on the screen, and that makes her iframes run out, and we can get an additional hit in that is unintended. First, we wanna hope she doesn't move towards me. Okay, good. There's a chance where she will actually hit us after these hits. Alright, so now we're gonna get damaged, hit her, then move to her other side so she turns around, and then her iframes run out, and then we can hit her again. And for this hit, it doesn't work because as soon as we hit her, she will move up. So you just try to hit her as soon as we can. And then we have these spots. And then afterwards, we have to kill this washing machine. Mostly we can chill in this left corner here, for the most part. Pretty hard boss casually, especially because if you die, you only have 3 HP. And doing this boss with 3 HP is pretty damn hard as a casual. Alright, so same thing again. We get the double hits. And now we have to kill the washing machine. And then the last double hit we can actually do without taking a damage. The reason for that is because the developers overlooked it. She will fire 2 beams at us. And we can actually get a hit in because her invincibility frames run out because she fires 2 beams instead of 1 beam. And here we have to hit her every second long beam. And yeah, the washing machine can hit us there, so we have to run underneath it. Alright, so now this one is the hardest one though, in my opinion, to do. We have to hit her before she fires at us. And now we have to hit her as soon as she's fired the 2 beams. Got it, nice. Perfect fight. And these cutscenes, you can actually spam X to get past them quicker. Onto Crystal Palace. Gonna start off with the speed lock here. To get all the way there. And then do a dead abuse here, which is faster. Again. Oh god, please. Again on 0 lives. Pretty hard trick here. Got it. Nice. At the bottom of me, there is just a pit, by the way, so if you fall down, you die. And now evil cage placement. Because a cage just spawned right there. Now a new strat. It's by grabbing the ring from this side. Okay, never mind. Old strat it is. There we go. Alright. We didn't die, so it's a good screen. As long as you don't die, it's a good screen. Also, we only have 2 HP with this, which is pretty risky for this part. And I don't think we'll have enough things to get alive before. We'll see. Yeah, I'll grab the backup life here. There's a life if you jump down here. Because we are gonna use another HP to get past this section a bit faster. A little bit here. Right there. Now we're gonna jump to the right to trigger a cloud. Normally you're supposed to jump on this cloud right there, ride it to the right, and then all the way back to the left, and then catch this cloud I'm on right now. But if we just jump high enough, we can trigger it quicker. Now if we're really fast, I already messed it up. We could jump and catch this cycle here, but since I got that hang, it's not possible anymore. Nice drop down. Gonna wait a little bit here. Jump before the ring starts moving down, because then your jump is ruined. You have a really small jump there. Oh, this is a bad cycle. Alright, got it. Nice. Again, doing the helicopter to get the max height jump. Here, we're actually gonna despawn this platform by doing this. If we wait long enough, the platform is gone. Saves a bit. That was Crystal Palace. Time for Ida Juice. The first screen is literally 40 seconds of waiting. So what I like to do is this. Good for the ears. Too bad the audience can't hear it. Ah. But there's more. Alright. Now there's this dark level that is pretty hard if you don't know where to go, but... But we have done it so many times that it's, we have, you know, we have it in our minds right now. So it's not that hard anymore. There is a convenient life right here. We refill our HP. Alright, and that was the dark screen. If you punch, the light will actually follow your punch, so you know where you're going. Here I'm staying to the right a little bit more because of those spike things. They will actually hit you here then if you move too fast. Here a damage boost, and then speed lock right there on the ring. And there is another clip coming up, which I will probably fail. I'm only gonna try it once. Gonna overshoot this ring to get enough speed to actually catch this ring. And then, yeah. It's annoying. You don't always get the same jump heights jumping off a ring, so you might just miss that cloud. And the clip I'm talking about is right here. Didn't get it. Only tried it once. And then speed locking all the way there. And then a pretty cool way to get this next stage if I don't mess it up. Didn't mess it up. I punched to the right, and you spawn it by jumping towards those things there. And since the fist is still at the right side of the screen, as soon as you spawn it, it breaks. Looks really cool. And then here we're gonna jump and hover to jump over a trigger for annoying enemies. And then we're gonna jump over this spike because there's a life there for some reason. And that's that. Now one giant auto-scroller on the next screen. We can also do this. Make this part a little bit easier. If we move 7 frames to the right there, we will instantly die because those spikes instantly kill you. I like to sync with the music here. Oh. Speed lock here to skip that one ring. And now we actually have to jump to the left here to spawn the second last cage. Now there is 2 pretty hard optimizations on the screen. I'll try to do them. Potentially I will die. First I'm gonna do this easy. Right, now you can actually get to the right way quicker than you're supposed to, like that. Another cool trick to get the cage. Yeah, I won't do this one. I failed this one horribly last time. You can get a damage boost on the hammer and then use those invincibility frames to already jump to the next ball, but I decided to take it safe. Alright, 2 more levels. Scops right now. Pretty cool trick here if we can get it. Gonna overshoot this ring and then speed lock. You can get all the way to this platform right here. Another speed lock right there. Moving a bit more to the right so then the cage here triggers. And then I'm gonna use invincibility frames to jump up here. And then gonna try and grab this ring as fast as possible to reach that cycle right there. Gonna wait a little bit to jump on this one. And then these cycles are pretty annoying usually, but got it. Nice. Alright, not bad. Time for scups. Oh, another actually RNG moment here. It's RNG which one he knocks off. So there is 2 real RNG moments in this game. Yeah, I lied. I know, I lied. Alright, so what we can do now is we can respawn this left platform by going all the way to the right here. It respawns and now it doesn't drop down anymore, and now the fight is really easy. Now another thing is, as soon as he hits the edge, you can actually hit him to make him move to the right faster. Otherwise he stands there for like a second. Like, you don't do any damage, he just for some reason moves to the fight faster, or moves to the right faster as soon as you hit him. This is not random, this is always the same. Right. Now we're gonna hit an end sign, and then actually we'll be able to do damage to him on the next screen by redirecting his punches, by punching ourselves. The punch will follow our punch. Like that. Alright, it's almost time for the final level. Which starts off with Rayman being on a frying pan, sliding off chocolate, slides. Pretty funny. In general, I think the art style is really cool in this game. Alright, that scops down. One more level to go. And spam X here again to skip this cutscene a little bit quicker. Now, since we have all the cages, this level unlocks. If we don't have all the cages, you cannot go here. Yeah. Clown skip is on the 3rd screen. It's can be pretty annoying. First, we need to get past this section, though. Oh, this might be bad. It's fine. Just a little bit slower. Alright. Now there is Dark Rayman chasing us, and he does exactly the same as us. If he catches onto us, he will instantly kill us, though. But since I have 2 HP, I'm gonna take it a little bit safe and get this life here. Because on the next screen there is a thing called Clown Skip, and you need to use 1 HP. Well, you don't need to, but it's easier to use a damage to try and get it. It saves 10 seconds. Also, you see these clouds moving up and down a little bit. If you jump and you are really unlucky and the cloud is all the way at the top when you jump, you don't actually make the jump. But we didn't get that unlucky. Alright, time for Clown Skip. Let's see. Give me a first try. Also, left is right and right is left right now. I'm holding left on the controller to go right. Hey! Alright. Second try Clown Skip. I'll take that. Gonna jump here and then the cloud and then jump again. Get past this section. Ooh, I got the hangless. Nice. There's a lot of chances to actually hang on those small platforms, but you can do it without it, which I just did. Alright, now the game moves automatically, so all I have to do is do the jump inputs. And now I'm gonna take the bottom path because it's faster. And now on to the final boss. Yeah, there is this thing you can do at the final phase. It's called double hits. Basically, if you hit the boss and you hit him 58 frames, I think it was, 58 frames after that, exactly 58 frames, you can hit him again. And that saves like 3 seconds per hit, roughly. Because if you miss it, the boss will jump up all the way and then go down and you can hit him again. But you can do it without him jumping. I think the best someone has ever done in RTA is 6 hits in a row. Myself, I've done 5 hits in a row like 3 times, I think. I haven't been able to do 6. Looks like it's gonna be a 121. It's not too bad. Alright, you can get 4 hits on this guy, but it's really hard. So I'll settle with 3. Nice. And then these you can just stun lock, as long as you just keep hitting the left one. The right one doesn't hit you. Alright, now for the double hits. Oh. Hey, we got one. You ready for time? On the final hit. Yeah. $121.48. That's pretty good. I expected worse, to be honest. Like, all the stuff that's happened in the start of the run was just so bad, but still got a pretty good run. Pretty happy with it. Up next is Rayman 3 by Nandi. Thank you guys for watching and have fun with the rest of the marathon.
Thank you, Dextera. That was a good one.